Hi, I'm Cody, the creator of C-Lash. I have partnered with Eylure to bring you C-Lash, a lash specifically made for people who've lost their own natural lashes, people just like me. So the idea of C-Lash came to me back in 2014. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I still had to work full time. And for me, the idea of talking about cancer, I wanted that to be me who started the conversation. So I was trying to have products that will hide the fact that I was going through cancer. I could find everything else that I could to hide the fact that I had cancer apart from the lashes. There was nothing I could do once my lashes had fallen off. So that's when I decided to come up with the idea of C-Lash. What it meant for me having my own lashes was I was fighting cancer, but I was fighting cancer on my own terms. When I found out that my lashes were falling off, the first thing that I did was to go and buy a pair of normal lashes. And when I did try to wear them, I realized that normal lashes actually rest on your existing lashes or they attach to existing lashes. So once I had lost my own lashes, it was not impossible. It was really, really difficult to wear false lashes to a point where I just gave up. So C-Lashes got an invisible band at the top of the eyelash itself that attaches to eyelid. So this band makes it easier for somebody without their own lash to actually wear the lashes. So why would C-Lash be such an important part of a woman who's going through chemotherapy's wardrobe? So lashes are just lashes to anybody, but for somebody who is being forced to give up a lot of things that have identified themselves as a woman, having your lashes back is not about the world seeing your lashes. It's about knowing that you have something back that you've lost. For a lot of women, most of us, when we're going through treatment, we didn't want a new face. We just wanted our old face back. Just feeling like yourself again, just feeling like, I don't need to sit at home because I'm worried about people noticing my hair loss. I don't need to sit at home because I'm worried about people feeling sorry for me. People don't want sympathy. They just want understanding. So having your lashes back helps you to have your life back. Because for some of us, when we were going through treatment, we really lost contact with people because you take a long time to prepare to go out anyway. But when you haven't got hair and eyebrows and eyelashes, it takes you even longer. And you give up because you're just thinking, I don't want people to be looking at me. But if you can have that part of yourself back and you just look like everybody else, you have those connections. You don't lose those connections with people. So for me and for the other women that I know that I've spoken to, it's not just a lash. It's part of having your life back, part of building a life that you are currently being forced to give up because of a disease that is really, really cruel. So my first prototype that I made at home was made, believe it or not, using sellotape. And it looked nothing like the lash that you see today. But it gave me an idea of what I wanted the lash to do and how it was going to sit. And, it's like the reasoning behind why C-Lash was going to be like the product it is today. 2 weeks before my meeting with Boots was due, that I received this pack in the mail, and they said, I think we've got the product. And I tried those lashes on. And when you see something, I don't know, when you hold your baby for the first time or when you hear I love you for the first time and you get goosebumps. That's what it was. At that moment, I knew that this is the product and this is what we're going to bring to market. I mean, I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew at that moment, I just had goosebumps all over and I knew that was the product that we were going to bring to market. So when people see the word C-Lash, it's easy to assume that C on C-Lash stands for Codilia or Codilia Lash or even Cancer Lash. C on the C-Lash does not mean any of that. For me, when I was diagnosed, and for a lot of the other women, C suddenly stood for cancer. Every time you saw the word C, you'd associate it with cancer. So for me, C was about claiming back the alphabet, because when I got diagnosed with cancer, I didn't meet people who were cancer anything. I met people who were confident. I met people who were courageous. I met people who had can-do attitude. I met people who were conquerors and who were doing all these things, challenging things. So C doesn't need to stand for anything negative. C stands for positive. So it depends on whatever you're going through that day. It depends on whatever you want C-Lash to be for you that day. If you want confidence, then C stands for confident. If you want courage, then that's what C stands for. So it depends. What does C-Lash mean to you?